and people that come and go, but this guy is an absolute legend.
He is a legend who's belted out more hit singles than the Beatles. He sold more than 112 million records from Status Quo, Rick Parfitt!
Oh, I don't believe it.
Oh, look at you. You've dressed up smart for your mum.
Well, yeah, I have today. I can't believe these stories about I didn't used to wash and things like that. Did I not wash much, Mum?
No. But I tell you what, Rick, in some of those photos, you look... I hardly recognise you. You look like such a nice boy.
Yeah, it's all changed now, isn't it? Yeah.
But your mum's been, obviously, a huge help to you over the years, because it was
fantastic.
Your mum and your dad and your grandma who clubbed together and bought your first guitar.
Yeah, when I was 10 years old, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I'd seen Cliff and the Shadows, and I really liked them, you know, and I just wanted a guitar, like a young lad would.
It's bigger than you, that guitar.
Yeah, I'm the small one. Yeah. And I don't know, I just picked it up and kind of played it. I played Mary's Boy Child. That was the first song I ever played. Don't know why. Probably because it was Christmas. Felt festive.
You obviously spent so much time singing and playing the guitar that your kind of official education, your formal education, went to pot. But you did win one competition in school, didn't you? A poetry competition.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it? I've got the words.
My name is Richard Parfitt.
Yeah.
I'm 4'7" high.
Yeah.
I play the guitar and sing La La and sing What a Good Boy Am I. I live at Queen Elizabeth Way. The number is 101. I'm not really a naughty boy, just cheeky to my mum.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Very good. He phones you, doesn't he, Lil, every day?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, even when he's away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when he's home, he's over practically every day.
Yeah. And he takes the two of you, you and Dot, your sister here,
Yeah.
your Sunday lunch.
No, he cooks for us now.
I started cooking
does,
now, haven't I? Yeah. It's taken me 50 years to start
Rick
cooking.
Parfitt cooks
Yeah.
lunch for his mum.
Sunday.
Really?
Yeah. My roast. What are my roasties like, Mum? My potatoes.
Fabulous.
Eh? They are.
But at 15, you left home to take your first job, and you broke your poor mum's heart by leaving home.
Yeah, well, it rather frightened me as well, because I'd only left school 6 weeks or so earlier. And I suppose in one way, I mean, I was very lucky to have landed this job.
Which was?
Which was at a holiday camp, Sunshine Holiday Camp, and I was going to become a canary at 15, dangerous, with a quiff and everything. And we slept in treetops, and, of course, that's where I met the twinnies.
That's where you met the twinnies. Yeah, and what was he like then? Because you were the older women, really, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, 2 years older than him, yeah.
You were, what, 17?
Yeah.
Still are.
You were called the Highlights.
Highlights.
The Highlights. Well, so far, we've seen you only with your lame suits and your short hair, but obviously, as we all know, things changed. The hair grew. This album came out. Yeah, the hair grew a lot. And there was one particular track that we're going to see now, which was Down the Dust Pipe. And I'll just tell you that we don't see your face till the end. Such was the state of the hair.
Just as well, I should think.
Loyal supporters, and they've stuck with you for years.
Rock on. Lovely.
I absolutely love you, and it doesn't matter what you do. They'll continue to love you. But there's one guy who's been a very open supporter of yours, who's a friend who's stuck with you during all of this. You first met him on Tis Was. Oh, yes. Please welcome millionaire man himself, Chris Tarrant.
Angel.
Doesn't he? Well, you went down, and on your silver anniversary, the status quo,
Oh,
25
what were you gonna
years,
say there?
you went down to
Butlins Minehead.
Butlins, where originally you met Francis Rossi.
Correct.
Is that right? Just
Yeah.
tell us about that.
It was,
sounds like
well, it was actually my
fantastic.
birthday as well, so it was a bit of a night. It was a great night, I think. I've no idea. And we went on this very exclusive train. Do you remember we had the Pullman train?
the
And when you actually
Express.
got to Paddington, it actually said, you know, 150 or whatever, something in Manchester, something else in Birmingham, 205, the Quo Express to Minehead. And I thought, the boys have finally arrived. They've got their own train.
like
And it was
Harry
brilliant. But we fell off the train. I mean, before, you know, hours before the concert, we were feeling no pain whatsoever.
You weren't in Minehead or anything, just fell off the train.
But what about the nickname? Womar?
Yeah, I'm the Womo, yeah. Francis is the Gomore,
Right.
right, the grand old man of rock, and
Yeah.
I'm the wild old man of rock.
I don't mind the
Well,
rock
he used
and
to be.
roll.
I have
Not-
to
not so
say,
much
the
anymore.
wild old man of rock.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Parfitt came in to do a shameless plug on my breakfast show a few years ago. They were doing... Oh, this was the one. They were starting the 28th European tour or something. They were
Yeah.
starting in Ireland, right? And they were due to start that night in Carlow, in Ireland. Rick was on his way to Harlow.
All right.
And Francis Rossi was on his way to Marlow. But the point I was going to make about that was that I said Rick looked a little shabby first thing. He's not really a morning person, you, Richard, and he looked a little delicate. It's a great thing about radio, you can bluff. And he came in, oh, God, man, oh, rock and roll, man, whatever. And I said to him, I said, do you want a coffee? Now, this is Rick Parfitt. I said, do you want a coffee? You know, and he went, oh, no, I've already had one. This is a man who quite openly, over the years, has taken some very strange chemicals. One or two he invented himself. He wants to have a second coffee. It's like after the heart operation and all that. I rang Dave Walker. Obviously, we were all very worried. We were genuinely worried about that.
Not as worried as me.
Because we were rather fond of that. And I rang him straight after the radio at 10 o'clock. And I went, you all right? He said, yeah, it's a bit rough, man, but I'm all right. And I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm drinking a glass of red wine at the moment. And I said, you've just had, like, the entire, you know, centre of your body pulled out and transplanted.
Doctors have actually said to me it's OK to drink red wine.
Red
Well, that's what he said to me. He
wine,
said, oh, it's all right. They said red wine's OK. And I said,
Yeah.
well, how many have you had? He said, oh, I've only had 2 glasses. I said, Rick, it's 10:01 in the morning. 2 days after the operation, you think, oh...
There's no hope. Chris Tarrant, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely to see you. Thank you, Chris.
Now, look, there seems to be, from all of the people that we've spoken to, there seems to be one theme, this thing of you being a ladies' man. Is that right?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, there's nothing wrong with that at all, no.
Yeah,
And
it
it's the
could be a
hair
lot.
that they go for, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I mean, I'd be vain answering that question, wouldn't I? I don't know.
Well, we heard that earlier that you used to brush your hair, you know, 10 times before you went to school, spend a lot of time on it and everything. We thought we'd like to meet your first girlfriend. Can you remember who it was?
Well, it was one of 4.
Ah, well, that's the problem that
It was
we
one of
had,
4.
because we tracked down one lady called Jeanette Page, and
Yeah.
then we found somebody else called Jill Milam.
Milam.
Jilly Milam. And she said, no, I was his first girlfriend. And Jeanette said, no, I was his first girlfriend. And so
Yeah.
we thought, well, we're just best bring them both on. So here they are, Jilly and Jeanette. Right, Jeanette, you go down there. I want you in the middle, Rick. Oh, yeah, because we're going to sort this out good and
that
proper.
before.
You sit in the middle.
Smashing.
Right, now then. Jilly, how old were you when you went out with him?
Oh, about 13.
About 13.
Do you remember that bracelet I bought you? That little
remember a
gold bracelet. It was a little snake. It cost me a tenner.
Did you really?
Yeah. Jeanette, you see,
Yeah.
it's really... Because, I mean, we never got to sort of kiss, did we? Because I was too nervous. I used to go around and have social evenings with Jeanette and her mum and dad, and we'd sit there, watch the telly or whatever. Do you remember? And then it was time to go, and I was, you know, really dying to kiss her, and got out.